this morning votes and proceedings. Under Anambra State, they recorded Labour Party as my party instead of APGA, or Progressive Grand Alliance. I do request that it is corrected. Number 1, under Anambra State, Okafor Dominic Okafor. Okafor Dominic Ifeanyi.
Honorable colleagues, we are having some issues with the microphone. Just give us a little time, please.
Okay.
Clerk, what are you doing about the microphone there? Is there anyone you can use there?
It's on.
Okay. So how do I be using it?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the patience. My very distinguished colleagues, I remain Awaji Nombek Dagomie Abiante. I represent the wonderful people of Andoni, Opobo, Nkora Federal Constituency. I am still an Adjournment from Rivers State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition with me from Ida Obula Assembly of 87 Agri Road, Port Harcourt, signed by 6 officials of the Assembly. Mr. Speaker, the petition is before the House. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead. Any more public petitions? Any more? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, and honorable colleagues, is it working? Good morning once again.
To matters of, is there anyone talking there? Who is that person, please?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Speaker. My name is Dominic Okafor Ifeanyi. I represent Agota Federal Constituency in Anambra State. Okay. Mine is just an observation as a type of...
Thank you, honorable colleagues. In the absence of any further public petition, the only petition referred will be referred to the soon-to-be formed ad hoc committee on public petitions. Thank you. So we go now to the next matter, which is
point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Public importance.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Sorry. So we are on matters of public importance. May I call on Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila? You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my point of order is on Order 8, Rule 4, matters of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I had the privilege of meeting with the DG NEMA just about a week ago, and he painfully intimated me of the impending devastation from floods that may ravage this country if we do not take immediate action to either mitigate or stop the consequences. It is upon that I bring this motion on the need for the federal government of Nigeria and the state governments to commence active measures to mitigate the probable devastation of a severe flood season. Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Sustain.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli GBI, representing GBI Kaita Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the motion being driven on the urgent matter of public importance is on notice on the order paper. So I don't know whether we take it on notice or we take it as urgent matter of public importance.
Yeah, you would have allowed us to, after he has spoken, we'll put it to debate, whether we should do so or not.
Mr. Speaker, what I'm saying,
the motion that is coming on adjournment of public importance is already on notice on the order paper. If you put it on vote, then which means what will happen with it on the notice on the order paper?
We will suspend the rules with when the House accepts to allow him to take it now.
As the chair pleases.
Thank you. So, honorable colleagues, with your
Observation,
permission,
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, another point of order.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Yusuf Gagdi. I represent Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency. I'm from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that we do suspend all relevant rules to allow Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila to second the motion. Mr. Speaker, it's on the order paper and he needs to be seconded. So I rise to second that Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila be allowed to move his motion. Thank you, I so second.
Well, I don't know whether that is supposed to be the process. I thought I should be the one to ask him to, since he's the mover of the motion, to request for that before we can now take action. But let's hear from Honorable Femi.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. To make things a lot easier, let me apply, Mr. Speaker, one, for our rules to be suspended based on the observation made by Honorable Sada Soli, and second, for us to take this motion of urgent public importance now, while stepping down the matter that is already on notice, and suspend our rules consequently. I so move. So I have a two-pronged application here: one for suspension of rules, and one to take the urgent public importance. I don't know if you want to take them one after the other, or you want to take them all together. Thank you.
Go ahead and pray for the two. Honorable colleagues, we have two issues. This particular motion is already listed. So the first leg of the prayer is to step down that particular one. If you are in agreement, say aye. Aye. Those who are against, you say nay. So the ayes have it. So the first leg of the prayer is answered. The second one is to allow this particular motion to be heard now. Those in support, you say nay, aye. Aye. Those who are those who are against, you say nay. The ayes have it. So, Honorable Femi, you can go ahead and take it now. So you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Before I move the motion, me and said to me that I did not introduce myself. So based on the advice from Honorable Boma, I will formally introduce myself as Femi Gbajabiamila. Up until perhaps yesterday, the Speaker of the Ninth Assembly. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I stand to move a motion on the need for the federal government of Nigeria and the state governments to commence active measures to mitigate the probable devastation of a severe flood season and prepare palliative and intervention measures to prevent the worst socio-economic consequences for Nigerians in the affected areas. Now, the House notes that large portions of the country from north to south, east to west, are prone to annual destructive flooding incidents. These recurring events have in recent years increased significantly in severity and to the extent of the devastation of lives and property. The House further notes that the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, in January this year released the seasonal climate prediction with a forecast of early onset of rain across the country and heavy rains through the season. The prediction of an early rainy season has already come to pass. There is every reason, therefore, to expect the forecast of a heavy rain season will also come to pass. The House concerned that the 2023 annual flood outlook prepared by the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency shows that 178 local government areas in 32 states of the and the Federal Capital Territory fall within the high probable flood risk areas. Aware that Nigeria is yet to recover from the 2022 flood, which affected more than 4 million Nigerians, displaced over 2 million people, caused the death of 665 people, damaged about 355,986 houses, and destroyed an estimated total of 944,989 hectares of farmland. The House is also aware that the experience of the 2022 flood caused the federal government of Nigeria to constitute a presidential committee to develop a comprehensive plan of action for preventing flood disasters in Nigeria. The action plan proposes structural and non-structural measures, land and water management systems, and better coordination among stakeholders across the federal and state governments to ensure effective flood management in Nigeria. Now, the House is convinced that with sufficient preparation and collaboration between the federal and state governments, we can mitigate the loss of life and the social economic hardships caused by these recurring flooding events. Therefore, the House resolves to invite the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and other agencies of the federal government of Nigeria to brief the House of Representatives on the measures in place to mitigate flood disasters and manage the socio-economic impact on the citizens resident in the flood-prone areas. 2, the House resolves to liaise with the relevant agencies of the federal government of Nigeria to ensure the relocation of Nigerians away from the most flood-prone areas. 3, the House is to ensure the federal government of Nigeria stockpiles sufficient quantities of temporary shelter materials, food and nutritional items, and medicines to support people in flood-prone areas. And 4, the House also resolves to encourage communication between the federal government of Nigeria and the state governments to ensure effective collaboration to prevent the worst outcomes in flood-prone areas. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Thank you, Honorable Femi. Any comments?
Yes.
Honorable Ize, praise your microphone.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Eze Nwachukwu Eze, representing the good people of Ebonyi, Ohuku Federal Constituency of Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, that the prayers as contained in the motion, I adjure the House to give it support and approval. Therefore, I hereby second the motion as moved, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes, Mr.
honorable
Speaker.
colleagues. Those who are in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those who are against should say nay. So the ayes have it. Any comment? Those who are desirous of making comments or amendments to the... Oh, no debate. Okay, sorry, my attention has been drawn to the fact that this is one of those motions that does not require debate, yes, but we can go further to amend if we so wish. So is there anyone who wants to amend any of the prayers? Any of the prayers amendment? Honorable Sada, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli. Mr. Speaker, I'm rising not to amend the motion, but to contribute to the motion. Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker.
Please,
Speaker,
you have the floor.
thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please allow him to make his
Honorable
comments.
colleagues, at this stage, it's my choice to amend, it's my choice to add, it's my choice to criticize the motion. Mr. Speaker, this motion is timely. Mr. Speaker, this motion is timely. I could remember the last rainy season, this country suffered devastating flood. After this moment, some of our communities are suffering from what happened last year. And because of the complacency of our governments, from the local governments up to the federal government, there is no much enough information to the general public, and then the complacency of some of our people living along the water lines. Mr. Speaker, I could remember the federal government instituted a committee to come up with the mitigating elements that will help to address this issue of flood. The committee submitted the report to the outgoing government, the last government. There is the need for us to request for that report. I think the report was submitted to the office of the Secretary of the Government, and it will help. It will help.
So what is your prayer or amendment to this particular? We've already adopted. We can only take amendments.
What I'm adding is when we should request a copy of the report the government instituted.
Can you draft the amendment?
I will submit the
please.
amendment, sir.
Thank you. Amendment.
I think we have another proposed amendment by Honorable Olimide Oshoba. May you please rise up and submit your amendments?
Thank
we'll
you,
talk
Mr.
about
Speaker,
the amendment.
my distinguished colleagues, Olumide Oshoba representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi Ode, and Odeda Federal Constituency. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In 2022, there were flood disasters in a lot of constituencies. One of such constituencies was my constituency. My people of Ofada had a flood disaster. And
you have to propose. You are proposing.
yes, I'm proposing. Thank you, Speaker. I'm proposing that NEMA does timely distribution of palliatives going forward for flood victims. And the other flood victims of 2022, the non-distribution of palliatives should be completed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Anyone who wishes to second this amendment? Anyone who is interested in seconding this amendment? Ed? Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Kaleja Adeboye Paul. I represent the good people of Adjournment, Felodun, Federal Constituency, Lagos State, the mini Nigeria. While I'm supporting this proposed amendment,
you are not to debate, you are just to second.
I so second.
Did you indicate your name, your federal constituency?
I did, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we put it to question. Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those who are against should say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, points of order.
Any more amendments? Sorry. Any more amendments?
I have an amendment, Mr. Speaker.
This one is from Oshoba. That's the one we have taken now.
Mr. Speaker, I have an amendment.
Did you write the amendment?
We don't have paper here.
We don't have time. We don't have time, so we might you might have to step it down.
My amendment verbally.
Okay, go ahead.
That the House do request a copy of the report of the committee that was instituted by the previous government on the mitigation of the flood disaster that affected a greater part of the country last year. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder? Maorobo, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Femi Bamishile, representing the very good people of Emure, Moyi and Ekiti East local government. I stand to second
When you press it,
the motion as moved by our honorable colleague. So second.
Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. So the ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Right. Who has the point of order?
Mr. Speaker, my humble self.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Solomon Bob. I represent Abua Odual and Ahoda East Federal Constituency of Rivers State. Mr. Speaker, this point of order is pursuant to Section 10 of our Constitution and Order 6, Rules 1 and 2 of our standing orders. Mr. Speaker, I watched with dismay yesterday the conduct of our members who were prefacing their requirement to vote with...
Honorable colleague, is your point of order relevant to this particular motion? We have not taken decision yet.
We are done with the motion, Mr. Speaker.
Is it relevant to this?
No, we are
or
done with
is
the motion.
something different?
It's something different.
Eh?
It's something different.
It's different?
Very different.
Please, you may sit down. Let us, first of all, adopt this particular motion, and then you can take your own later.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Speaker.
you. So, honorable colleagues, we'll put the question on this particular amendment, on this motion. Those who are in support of this motion, being as amended, be adopted, should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. So we can take your point of order, but I want to know which order you are coming under.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm coming under Order 6, Rules 1 and 1 and 4, and Section 10 of our Constitution. And I was going to lay, better me?
Read Order 6, Rule 4, you said?
Yeah, 1 and 4. Now it says, privileges. Privileges are the rights enjoyed by the House collectively and by members of the House individually, conferred by the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act 2017 and other statutes, practices, precedents, usages, and customs. 4 says, in cases where adequate provisions is not made in this, the House may by resolution regulate its procedure on privileges. And I want to draw attention to what the subject of my interest is. Can I go ahead, sir?
Honorable colleague, can you come again?
Okay, sir. I just read to you the specific provisions on our orders, Order 6, regarding privileges, the one I'm standing on. And I also made reference to Section 10 of the Constitution. These two statutes govern what I want to express. If you don't mind, I can go ahead, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, honorable colleagues, if we accept that this point of order is in order, can we call for a question? Is that can we put a question?
No, I think,
Hello?
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir. Do I have your ears? I think I have to first of all say.
Hello? Honorable colleague, what are you saying?
Okay, my point is that I have to first of all explain what the point of order is about. I've just read only the statutes, but I must say what the point of order is about before you can put the question, if you will.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, distinguished colleagues. My name, like I said, is Solomon Bob, and I represent Sabua Odwana, who that is Federal Constituency of Rivers State. Now, I said I watched with dismay yesterday as member after member rose and recited what I would call religious incantations and prefacing their comments yesterday regarding voting with religious incantations. We are enjoined not to adopt any state religion by our Constitution, Section 10. And we, as key members of the government, are not allowed to espouse or encourage espousal of any religious or any religion or any religious approach.
Honorable colleague, I will want to implore you to step down this particular issue to allow one important issue to be done, and then we can revisit it back. If you can kindly do me that favor. Okay? Please step it down. I will call you later to represent the issue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay?
Mr. Speaker, point of order. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleague, I think we have one issue, matter under privilege that I would want us to take because of the urgency of the matter.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Honorable Femi, you can go ahead.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Please, denied at this particular time. Please allow Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila to raise his point of privilege. Please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, rather than come under privilege, because I'm not so sure how this fits into the issue of privilege, which I thought I would come under, the next item on our order paper is personal explanation. And I'd rather come on that personal explanation.
Is that what you intend to take your matter under?
Yes.
So please, please go ahead and do it under personal explanation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I will go straight to the point. It is with with mixed feelings that I want to, at this time, at this moment, at this hour, and at this minute, present to you and the Honorable House my letter of resignation from this House. If I may, Mr. Speaker, I have the letter here to present to you.
Thank you. Honorable, you may wish to submit. Honorable colleagues, may I have your attention, please? I would want to read the letter submitted by one of our colleagues, letter of resignation, which is supposed to take effect from today. So with your kind permission, I read it verbatim. The letter is addressed to me, the Speaker of the House, and it goes as follows. I write to tender my resignation as a member of the 10th House of Representatives. As you are aware, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asuwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has asked that I join his administration as Chief of Staff in the Presidency. After my long service in the House of Representatives, I have agreed to serve in this new capacity. Serving in the House of Representatives has been a great honor, for which I remain eternally grateful to God, the good people of Surulere, Lagos, and Nigeria, and all those who have supported my political journey in different ways over the last 20 years. I thank all those who, in various ways, have made my time in the House memorable and productive. I especially thank my colleagues in the 9th House of Representatives for electing me as their Speaker and supporting me throughout my time in office. May God bless and keep you all. I congratulate you on your election as the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. And as you resume this new role at this critical moment in our nation's history, be rest assured of my support and my best wishes. Please accept the assurances of my highest regard. Signed, Rev. Femi Gbajabiamila, member of the House of Representatives, representing Surulere 1 Federal Constituency.
May I take my leave, Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Thank
May
you.
I take my leave?
Thank you, honorable colleagues. We wish you all the best in your new endeavor. Our prayers will continue to be with you. Thank you and good luck. Thank you. Thank you. So, honorable colleagues, with this letter of resignation, I want to inform you that we have declared the position of the seat of Surulere 1 Federal Constituency of Lagos vacant as from today. Thank you. So we go to
Point of order, Mr.
the next item.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Come here. It's working. It's working. They are hearing me. It's working. Why is it? Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Honorable colleagues,
Point of order, Mr.
the
Speaker.
second order of the day is a motion on urgent need to implement palliative measures to mitigate the effects of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians, standing in the name of Honorable Sani Madaki. Honorable Madaki is invited to move the motion.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
I have personal explanation.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order. Mr. Speaker, point of order. Point of order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I have personal explanation.
Honorable colleague,
Point of order,
I thought we
Mr.
are
Speaker.
done with
Point of
personal
order.
explanation. Do you have any, what do you have on personal explanation?
We have passed.
Please go ahead.
My dear colleagues, I am Honorable Pascal Abodike. I represent here Ala Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise on the order of personal explanation. If I can put it in a proper perspective, Mr. Speaker, I understand that members are being
Please, Honorable,
recognized in
what
this
order
chamber.
are you relying on?
Mr. Speaker, I understand that members are being recognized by their names and their constituency.
All right.
And also the political party they represent. Mr. Speaker, I look at the vote and proceeding of yesterday. My party member, Mr. Speaker, I'm the leader of a political party, ABGA. The name of one of my party members, Mr. Dominic, Honorable Dominic Okafo. They wrote his name and they gave him LP as his own party. One is a member of APGA. And this has been registered in the vote and procedure of yesterday. Mr. Speaker, I want you to be corrected.
Thank you, honorable colleague. The clerk, please take note of this correction, please. Let the correction appear on the votes and proceedings of tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, honorable colleague. Okay. Sorry, honorable colleagues. Honorable colleagues, sorry. I remember when our former speaker was given the opportunity to talk, we had to suspend the room to give him opportunity to talk on the personal explanation. We did not exhaust other items before that one, and that is matters of public importance, which I believe we have one or two people who have something to bring to the attention of the chamber. So with your kind permission, we'll go back to orders of matters of urgent public importance. Thank you.
And this one is not working.
So, clerk, who do we have that has... okay. Honorable Buffer, you can go ahead.
Observation, Mr. Speaker.
What observation do you have, please?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, my name is Mark Eset, representing Uyo, Nsaratai, Uran, and Ibesiposuta Federal Constituency.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
a motion was moved for the suspension of the order.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
And if we are to go back to the order paper, a motion has to be moved for it to be reinstated. That is my observation.
Mr. Speaker, point of
Thank
order.
you. Thank you, honorable colleague. It is noted.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I remain our G. Nombek, Dagomie, Abiante. Mr. Speaker, while I appreciate the fact that the 10th Assembly is just taking off, is just starting, we should also be guided by the provisions of the laws that we have, as well as the standing orders. Recall that in the oath of allegiance, we admitted that we're going to work with those instruments. There is no provision absolutely for observation in our standing orders, Mr. Speaker. And I expect that the clerk of the House of Representatives will properly guide the House in this regard, so that we will start effectively on a very clean and good standing. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable colleague. The observations made by the two honorable gentlemen are noted. Thank you so much. We go to the matter of public urgent importance. Honorable Buffer has the floor. Please, can you go ahead?
Mr. Speaker, sir, my name is Aliyu Bapa Misau, member representing Misau Dembam Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would want to bring to the notice of this honorable House of a matter of urgent importance as affects my constituency as a result of heavy windstorm, heavy rainfall, and flooding in Misau local government area of Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would want the House to note.
Honorable Buffer, this is not the procedure. You have to move so that the House will look at whether your issue is urgent, that requires urgent attention. Otherwise, you probably have to go under normal motion.
I moved the motion that I should be allowed to inform the House of the disaster
that befell my community.
Any seconder? Do we feel that, okay, the seconder, let's second it first?
Yes.
Who is seconding, please?
I'm seconding you.
Honorable Zakaria.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Honorable Dauda Zakaria Nyampa, member representing the people of Madagali, Michika Federal Constituency from Adamawa. I rise to second the motion move to be taken under a matter of urgent public importance. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, are we in support that this particular motion is urgent enough to suspend our rules to allow him to take it? Those who are in support, you say aye. Aye. Those who are against, you say nay. The ayes have it.
Good.
So, Honorable Baffa, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my colleague, for being with me. Mr. Speaker, it is a call for urgent importance as it affects my constituency, Misau Town, as a result of heavy windstorm, heavy downpour, and flooding. Mr. Speaker, I will want the House to note that on the Sunday, 14th May 2023, there was a heavy windstorm, downpour at Misau Town, which led to a serious disaster. The concern here is that as a result of the heavy windstorm, that led to the destruction of about 2,000 houses in my constituency, Misau Town, and subsequent heavy downpour leading to partial submerging of some houses, farmlands, shops worth millions of naira in different parts of the town is affected. Further concern that the access road linking various villages on the El Dorado bypass equally destroyed. My worry here that the displaced people of my constituency are now stranded and still roaming on the street like refugees in their own land without livelihood, shelter, other basic human needs, such as a result of disaster, while some are now temporarily residing in public buildings such as schools and mosques. Sir, Mr. Speaker, I want to commend His Excellency Senel Abdul Qadir Bala Kauram Bauchi, the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, for his quick response and directed the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, to go and have an assessment to alleviate this sad situation. Resolve, number one, Mr. Speaker, sir, to call on the National Emergency Management, NEMA, to assess the level of damage and urgently provide relief materials to the affected families and assist rehabilitating them. Number two, sir, Mr. Speaker, direct Ministry of Environment and government agencies that is saddled with the responsibility of windstorm, flood, erosion control to provide permanent solution. Three, Mr. Speaker, sir, to urge Northeast Development Commission to provide relief materials to the victims, design and construct drainages where necessary. Mr. Speaker, sir, I so move.
Thank you, honorable colleague. Any seconder? Dennis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Dennis Idahosa. I represent Ovia Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
Thank you. Can we put the question, or there are some who may want to? Can we put the question on this? Those who are in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. So this motion is referred to the Committee on NEMA when constituted later. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, a motion on urgent public importance, please. No.
Honorable Ize, You didn't put me under notice. There are some that have already indicated interest to move their own now, so please allow them. Honorable Madaki, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Aliyu Sani Madaki, and I represent the people of the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. Mr. Speaker, urgent need to implement palliative measures to mitigate the effect of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. Note that on Monday, 29 May 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his inaugural speech, announced the removal of Nigeria's fuel subsidy. Also,
Honorable Madaki, I thought you need to request that we consider it urgent enough,
no,
right?
It's on the other
Or
paper.
it's on notice? It's not under urgent public importance.
It's on the other paper.
Okay, we have not come to that yet. Please, can you sit down then? We have not come to order that particular one. Sorry. We'll take only one and then we round up, please. Any other one can come tomorrow, please. Ikenga, is it Orobo? Yes. Okay, from Benue. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Philip Agbese. I represent the humble people of Ado, Okpoku, and Gbajabiamila Federal Constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I'm a young man of 36 years old, and I've been feeling very, very hot sitting here since yesterday and today because of what I call the Japa syndrome in Nigeria. It is on this note that I want to crave the indulgence of my honorable colleagues to move that this motion be considered of urgent national importance in line with Order 8, Rule 4 of this Honorable House. If I have your permission, sir.
Honorable colleagues, any seconder? Honorable Francis?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The matter, okay. Can you read the matter again?
Oh, the motion
can you read the
is
matter
on the
again
urgent,
for members to hear?
It is on the urgent need to declare the emigration of young Nigerians living for abroad as a national emergency.
Honorable, I don't think if it is a very urgent matter, you can come on notice, please.
Mr.
Come
Speaker,
on notice. It has to come on notice.
You can come on notice
Yes.
as far as this
It's
motion
not
is
a
concerned.
national-
It's not urgent enough.
It's not an urgent enough.
Okay? But if you want, I can put the question after seconding
well,
for
Mr.
members
Speaker,
to decide.
I would like this to go on motion and for it to be defeated by those who have professed to love the youth of this country or not.
Honorable colleagues, any seconder so that we can put the question? Any seconder? So, Honorable, I will advise that you step down this particular motion and bring it under notice. We can take it any other legislative day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I
Thank
withdraw.
you. You're welcome. Is sorry. The next order of the day is the second order of the day is a motion on urgent need to implement palliative measures to mitigate the effects of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians, standing in name of Honorable Sani Madaki. Honorable Madaki is invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Ali Usani Madaki, and I represent the Ala Federal constituency of Kano State. The motion reads, urgent need to implement palliative measures to mitigate the effect of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. The House notes that on Monday, 29th
It has
May,
to, Honorable Ali Madaki, it has to be seconded first. You should move, and then we get a seconder before you can read the body.
it's on notice.
This is what you put. Seconder. Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. You are the ones misguiding me. You put it that it has to be seconded.
The House note that on Monday, 29th May 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his inaugural speech, announced the removal of Nigeria's fuel subsidy. Also note that as a result of the subsidy removal, the official pump price of petroleum skyrocketed from initial 195 naira per liter to a whopping 480 to up to 577 per liter as the price varied between states. Concern that the implication of over 200% price adjustment in fuel prices is that nearly all prices of goods and services have drastically increased. Also concerned that the sudden fuel subsidy removal has left millions of Nigerians terrified, thus causing untold hardship as Nigerians grapple with the challenges of meeting up not only with the high cost of petrol, but also the consequent increase in prices of goods and services. Aware that in response to the resulting financial strain of subsidy removal on public workers, some proactive state government introduced temporary measures to alleviate the situation by reducing work days from 5 to 3 days per week for state employed workers, pending when other sustainable palliatives can be provided. Also aware that the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress recently suspended a planned strike over the removal of fuel subsidy in the hope that the federal government will address its adverse effect on workers. Further aware of a presidential directive to put palliative measures in place to ameliorate the impact of subsidy removals on Nigerians. Worried that the federal government is yet to provide palliative measures to mitigate the impact of the subsidy removal on federal government workers. Also worried that since the removal of the subsidy, several protests have been recorded as citizens accuse the government of being insensitive to their needs. Cognizance of the need to put in place measures to protect the right of citizens and prioritize the provision of palliatives to mitigate the challenges that have arisen from fuel subsidy removal and ensure a more sustainable, inclusive economic framework for the benefit of Nigerians. Resolved to urge the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, implement palliative measures to mitigate the effect of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. To mandate the Committee on Labor and Productivity, when constituted, to ensure compliance and report back within 2 weeks for further legislative action. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, we have, Honorable Francis.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogene Waive is my name, and I represent the entire people of Ugele North, Ugele South, and Udu. I am from Delta State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Madaki. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable colleagues. Those who are in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. I think it's a kind of motion that is straightforward. We don't need to waste any time. We just refer it to the Committee on Labor, Employment and Productivity when constituted. Thank you. So we go to the third order of the day, which is the need for the control of persistent gully erosion along Ogoyema 9th Mile Federal Road in Enugu North and Udi local government areas. In the name of Honorable Chinedu Sam Atu. Honorable Chinedu is invited to move the motion. Honorable Chinedu, is he around?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Chinedu?
Chimobi, Honorable Chimobi Atu by name.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the honorable colleagues, I remain my humble self, Honorable Chimobi Sam Atu, representing the good people of Enugu North and South Federal Constituency of Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, I want to raise urgent needs for control of persistent gully erosion along Uguoyama 9th Mile Federal Road in Enugu North and Udi local government. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, knows that the ravage effects caused by gully erosion in Uguoyama 9th Mile Road in Enugu North local government area, part of Udi local government, is a threat. Also know that the strategic importance of the Uguoyama 9th Mile Road to the economy of Southeast State is in particular and country in general cannot be underestimated, as the road enables traders to transport their goods to market within and to neighboring states, as well as giving the rest of the country who have to use the route into Enugu State across the commercial cities. Mr. Speaker, further note that the adverse effects of erosion in this road have long been ignored, and if not checked, will cut off the roads. Worried that Uguoyama 9th Mile Road has remained a death trap, resulting to loss of life, goods and services worth millions of naira on a daily basis as a result of frequent accidents on the bad portion of the road, which has not been completed. Cognizance of the provisions of Section 2, 1 and 2 of the National Environmental and Soil Erosion and Flood Control Regulation 2011, which will help guide script for the urgent measure that needs to be taken to curtail the ravage effect of erosion in this area and further extend to the entire Southeast region. Mr. Speaker, my prayers. I urge the Federal Ministry of Works and Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA, to complete the reconstruction of Uguoyama 9th Mile Road to prevent it from collapsing completely. Also, urge the Federal Ministry of Environment and other related agencies to take holistic and strategic approach in containing the gully erosion menace, particularly Uguoyama 9th Mile
9th Mile, Enugu North and South Federal constituency of Enugu State in Southeast geopolitical zones. Mandate the Joint Committee on Environment, Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA, and Works to undertake an investigation of the threat posed by the body erosion along Ugoyama 9th Mile Road in Enugu State and recommend long-term solution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues. I so move.
Thank you, Honorable. Any seconder? Honorable Martins. Excuse me, please. After my attention has just been drawn to the fact that some members are putting their microphone on, even when they are not in use. Please ensure that any time you are not in use of the microphone, please put it off so that the one who has been given the access will be able to speak clearly. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
You can continue.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Martins Essen, member representing Oron, Mbo, Okobo, Udunko, Urefo Orugo Federal Constituency, Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, as a Nigerian who is very conversant.
Hello, Honorable Martins, you are only going to second, you are not to contribute.
I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Chimobi Samatu. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
This is also another straightforward motion. I don't think if there is any need for further debate, unless if there are amendments to the prayers. There are amendments to the prayers. Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Emeka Chinedu. I represent the good people of Ahia Zumbi Sensi, the Federal Constituency. I'm from Imo State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have a little amendment on his prayers. I think he should add Ecological Fund Office, since Ecological Fund Office is in charge of gully erosion. That's my amendment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes.
Any seconder?
Yeah.
Honorable, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name remains Honorable Adebayo Balogun, member representing the Bejuleki Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion moved by my honorable colleague as amended. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, amendment.
Let us put to question this particular amendment first. Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Next amendment. Honorable, go ahead from Rivers.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. Awaji Nombek, Dagomie, Abiante, Anthony Opopo Nkora Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I think prayer 3 should be deleted outright. We already know the threat. He has mentioned it even in the body of the motion. So I don't know what he still wants to investigate. I move that prayer 3 on this should be deleted completely.
You are to propose amendments, not to debate.
I am proposing amendment that prayer 3 be deleted.
What will be deleted? Can you deleted? What do you want to be deleted?
Prayer 3.
Prayer 3.
Deleted, yes.
Honorable colleagues, any seconder to this particular amendment? Honorable Maki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I am Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Madam Modoro Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as amended by Honorable Abente. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, those in support of this particular amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it.
Further amendment, Mr. Speaker.
Amendment.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Gono Ziribu. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Imo State. I represent the good people of Unkwere, Isu, Nwangela, and Njaba Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I wish to further amend the prayers of this motion to include that these relevant agencies, inclusive of FEMA, the Ecological Fund Office, and Federal Ministry of Environment, should as well look into or include the Sinjaba Gully erosion in the Isu local government of Imo State and the Nkwamiri Gully erosion in Wangele local government also of Imo State. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, as I amend.
Any seconder? Any seconder? Honorable, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, good morning. It's been like you do not remember me, you didn't see me. I'm Abbas Adigun, your namesake. See my dress. Honorable Abbas Adigun is my name. I represent the people of Ibadan Southeast, Ibadan Northeast Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the amendment being moved by my colleague from Imo State. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The nays have it. So, honorable colleagues.
Amendment.
Another amendment?
Yes.
Another amendment?
Yes.
Please go ahead. Please let this one be the last one, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleague. My name is Clement Jimbo, member representing Abak Etmekbo, Ika Federal Constituency in Akwa Ibom State. First, I want to commend the mover of this very
Please
motion.
go straight to the amendment.
Yes,
go straight to the amendment, please.
Having moved that remedial work to be done in the affected area, I want to move or want to amend that this very remedial work should be done to cut across other areas in Nigeria where there is gully erosion currently. So with this very motion, it should reflect other areas that may be suffering from this very particular situation. That is my amendment. I so move.
Any secondum? Honorable Ari.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. Ari Muhammad Abdul Mumin. I represent Nasarawa Total Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the amendment every moved by a colleagues. I so second.
Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye.
Aye.
Those against should say nay.
Nay.
The nays have it. So, honorable colleagues,
Speaker,
can we put the question now?
Point on order, Mr. Speaker.
Those who are in support of this motion, subject to the amendment, should say aye.
Aye.
Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
We have some announcement. After this,
Mr. Speaker.
What else? Okay.
Your other colleagues in the other room are not been hearing you, Mr. Speaker, on what you're saying.
Immediately after. Honorable colleagues, there is one announcement. An announcement. There will be a meeting of Southeast Caucus by 4 p.m. Venue to be announced at the Southeast Caucus WhatsApp platform. Announced by Right Honorable Igaruwe Edima. For the information of Southeast Caucus, please. Meeting today by 4 p.m. Venue to be communicated later. You check your WhatsApp platform for the time, for the venue. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, I think with this we have come to the end of today's plenary. I will call on Honorable Adodogwa to move for adjournment.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My respected colleagues, I remain Honorable Ado Dogwa, Mr. Speaker, representing Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am from Kano State. I rise on the directives of the Honorable Speaker to move that this Honorable House do adjourn till tomorrow by 11 a.m. Tomorrow, the 15th day of June, by 11 a.m. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I so respectfully
Thank you.
move.
Any seconder, Idem? Honorable Idem?
We have to second the motion.
Oh, Mark.
Honorable colleagues, those in support of adjournment to tomorrow, 11 a.m., should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you.